Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. We're currently paused and we're looking at the distillery over near Parks and Yarrawonga, which turns grain into alcohol. The reason we're looking at it is it's closing in 363 days. And we discussed recently about using it to create our food. How do we do that? Well, instead of bringing our grain here directly to turn it into food, we bring the grain down here, turn it into alcohol. Then we take the alcohol back to this food processing plant, which turns it into food. And then we send the food to the places that it was going before. The way we're going to do that is by bringing our grain into a new port we're going to make here. That one there. We're just going to kind of leave it be for the moment, not interrupt it. We are going to add in more. So we'll have a port in here, then onto a rail line, which will run along the side of these factories, across the river here, and around the corner to the distillery, and then back again. So that's our plan for today. And then eventually we'll figure out a way to merge this port and this port, because we don't really want this to level down much. We want to keep our production up, but at the same time, something has to give. We don't want our grain to de-level either. That's the other thing. So we're going to leave the game paused. We're going to put in a harbour, a large harbour. So when you say 2 by default, it puts them sticking out, which is okay. I don't particularly like it, but it will do the job. So let's put this maybe, if I add into the water, can we get it? Let's put him there. That will do the job for now. Now let's get a cargo terminal in here. Big boy. How close is it going to go to... Man, it's going to basically be there already. Just from the length of the station. Oops. What if we start putting these over here? They're also going to be quite close. Maybe, I don't know what we're going to do, but they're not getting stations yet. What if we spin it around and go this way? I think there's still no space there. Even if we were to put a platform for this over this side for some reason. Okay, I'm convinced. The station is going directly with the food plant, and we'll use some little trucks to get everything over here. So let's maybe go there. We'll configure this. We'll put a nicer building on the end here. Maybe a medium. Oh, we can fit a large one on the end there. Nope. Just a medium one. Okay, fair enough. Then we need some roads on there. Connect it back to the main road. Okay, we can do that. And then say curve. Go down the side there. We get a couple of connections in there. Then we can go over. And we need to smooth this out a bit, because it's super wonky. That's better. Probably this port as well. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to need to truck things over to there, which is a step that I hadn't expected, but not that difficult. Okay, let's get a little truck depot in here. Thinking we could use something like this, but it's not going to have enough capacity for us. This will only need one platform. Now I'm interested to see how close we can get this here. We put that there like that, and this here like this. Can we get these to work without needing to rebuild the streets in the middle? Come out around there like so. Down there. Then let's just put a little thing on here like this. Let's put this line in first, just to make sure it's doing the right thing. It'll be a truck line. This is, where are we? Mittagong. Mittagong ship to train transfer. Let's go, no, not green, because I normally use that for passengers. Fleur blue. From there to there. Now they can do that without interfering with each other, which is excellent. Okay, so that will work there. Now we need to get our rail line in. Maybe we'll put the station over here first. So we want the same kind of station. Let's put it out in front. Before we do that, let's level the ground here a bit. Ooh. Why are you making such big jumps? Yeah, I want that. Let's put that. We didn't level the ground far enough, it seems. Okay, so let's go there. We'll configure this. So we have a medium building on this end. And we'll put a little side building beside it. So they're connected now. And then we just need to connect those two ends. Let's smooth this out a bit first. Ooh. Kind of a bit rough the way we just... Well, this whole thing is pretty rough around the edges. I wonder why it's got such a sharp edge to it. Oh, it's just the fence. Never mind me. Okay, so we're gonna need to come out straight a little bit. And out straight here. And we need a way to cross tracks. And then over here, okay, let's think about this. I think we're going to want to come this side of that factory because wheat will come in here. We can put a platform over here to turn left essentially, produce the plastic that can come back this way. Back out to the ship here to go wherever plastic is going. So let's say we're going to come past. Okay, I didn't want to delete that much road. Just to there is enough. So let's say we're going to come past here. We're going to go straight out of this platform as well. Let's cross our tracks. done. Now let's see if the game is smart enough to... Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll take that. I was going to say, let's see if the game is smart enough to work out how to connect to these relatively nicely. And it did. Now, we're going to need to get trains over here. Currently, all of our trains are on this side of the map. Nothing over here near this one, so we're going to need a new depot over here. Where we put that new depot is going to be in this little gap here, just to zoop out right there. Now across here, let's go for the suspension bridge. Not a suspension bridge, we don't need that. We've started curving because we do actually need to turn here. Now, if we just be fairly blunt and just do that, it slows down a bit more there than I'd like. So let's maybe draw this bit in ourselves. And then do that still. Like, we know cargo is limited to 160. So that's kind of the ballpark I'm trying to keep above. So 180 is perfectly fine for that. But what about passengers? When we need to worry about getting passengers from Yarrawonga up here, we will worry about that then. At the moment, this is purely a industrial line. Now, let's get a depot in here. Put it alongside the station. And we'll bring this out around like this. And you will be double flip. Okay, lastly we need some signals on here. One way, yes. Auto signal, yes. 500 meters, yes. Okay, so we're going to need some signals in there. And then we'll put these signals out here. That's pretty good, since the other end is there. So let's go there as well. Which will signal all the way back. And include one there. Excellent. So that's most of it done. All the infrastructure anyway. Now we just need to get some vehicles on there. We'll get our trucks on here first. We'll put a little road depot over on this little side road here. Just one truck for the moment. You might say, oh, this one's good, it can take grain. But we need to be able to take bread back. So we're going to actually need to go with this multi-purpose one. Unfortunately. So fluoro green. That transfer there. Then we need to take things down there. So this will be a new rail line. Mittagong train to Yarrawonga alcohol. Yep. You, let's color you a yellowy type color. Saying you start there and you end here. We want to, let's say, drop off in platform 1. Drop off on the other side. And over here, going to say you pick up in 2. Now why didn't we draw it back? Well, that's because our train once again, much like the trucks, our cargo for grain can't take bread, and our cargo for bread can't take grain. So we're going to need 2 trains on here. 2 lines on here, sorry. As well as 2 trains. So we need another rail line. Now this will be Yarrawonga alcohol to Mittagong food. That's a mouthful. Let's color it dark yellow. So we're starting at Yarrawonga. Oh, it's calling that Parks for some reason. Okay. And stopping here. And that's what this guy is doing. So we're going to need to put those 2 trains on there. That just get little... What do we have? Still got this guy around. What's our speed can our cargo do? 80? So we're going to stick with this guy just because he's cheap. Going to get some grain on there. Not much to start with. Simply to keep the cost down a little bit. Then the... Whoops. Didn't realize that it didn't clear it out. And then the boxcar for our bread. It was a dark yellow. But we need to get grain over to here. And we need to get bread down to the other places that take bread. So this is where we're going to manipulate this line. So instead of going to Parks, we're also going to stop here in Mittagong on the way back. And here, instead of just taking from Parks down and around, we're going to say stop here first. And then stop here. And then go down to Sanctuary Point. Why did you put that on a weird platform? Okay, that's all better. Okay, now we'll press play. And eventually, we're gonna get some grain down here. This should start to work out. It has to send some to the distillery, which it has. And that will take some time to get there. Let's just super fast forward. And these trains have come out and are on their way, doing their thing. Now, I just had a thought. We're getting bread here, and then taking it by ship down to here. But the train that brings the alcohol up here can take bread back down to Parks Distillery, which could then bring bread down into our network down here. With a truck from over here taking things in. So you've got 300 days left. Do we have any grain on here yet? Got bread. We should do. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But that will let us get more use out of our trains here. And Melton now accepts food. Oh, hold on. Horsham, everyone's now accepting food. Did not realize that our plan to add more food production would be so quickly taken up by literally everyone on the map. But we've got too much construction material up here. Let's add another train on there to Just get some of it shipped away. We look down here. We've got loads of construction material going. Okay, we've got an issue. I'll just pause. New iron mine, that's great. Swan Hill now accepts construction material, that's good. Now, these guys, is it just because they've got a long journey? It might just be because they've got such a long journey. Let's give them more. Yep. What's going on here? Thought we'd resolve this. Thought we'd resolve this. Yeah, we're still paused. Okay, well. No one can do anything, hey? All you did was drive in there and then stop. Okay, what we can do is delete that bit of track. And that bit of track. And then put them back in again. Yes, you double flip. So now this whole train, like the whole rear of it, is crammed up into that one square there. Like if we just sit here and watch it for a moment, we'll see like a whole bunch of carriages appear out of nowhere. That's just what the game does when the row gets deleted. It just moves it somewhere it can. But yeah, they were meant to come into this platform, so they go out on that side without a cross. Okay, so he should be fine now. And how are we going down here? We've got bread coming out here. What? How on earth do we have bread here? So what are you? You're the plastic one. You're the grain one. I'm so confused by this. So this guy here, at Mittagong, let's just be specific. Say you only pick up grain, you unload nothing. At Parks, you load nothing, unload whatever you've got. And our other train, we're going to say at Parks, which is the other end. Sure, we'll leave it unload for now and load bread. And at Mittagong, no, you don't load bread. No, you load alcohol. And at Mittagong, you load nothing, unload everything. So you should have some grain now. This is... We've got less than 2 months until it shuts down nearly. Come on, where's our train over there? Here he comes. 63 days. It's less than 2 months. You got this, buddy. You're gonna save the distillery. With a month and a half to go. So it took most of the year just for that line to get working. Okay, this truck now. We can put another couple on there. So we're starting to get some grain build up here. We might actually even just put some warehouses on there to give it a bit more capacity. Okay, so all of that is now going well. I'll just pause it so I can click on this train. We're going to edit him now. We're going to add, so this is good. That whole way was pretty flat. Going to add gondolas on here until we get our medium down to 50. 59. 52. 50. There we go. 160 capacity. Let's color that yellow and send him on his way. And the other train then, we're gonna assume that 160 works as well. So speed 47, speed 49, 51, slightly less. Dark yellow, go. Okay, why are they using the same platform here? And drop off some bread. I'll drop off some alcohol to come in here, which will turn into bread out here. Did any of these just pick them straight up? You don't have any consumers yet. So they are definitely connected. Just make sure this line is... Okay, so that's fine. They're able to carry bread. This food transfer line, managed line, should be fine to send food down here. Okay, now we've got a lot of trucks queued up here. So you sell. You... Guess we went a little bit too hard. Sell. 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 Okay, now Swan Hill. We saw Swan Hill now accepts construction materials. Look at all the people here on our train. Let's get a second train on there. I was about to say, are we sharing a passenger and a cargo line? But no, they're just close to each other. We need to get some construction materials up here to Swan Hill. So they want construction materials over here in their fuel-y type area. And at our platform down here, we've still got one free. This is our Sanctuary Point train to Swan Hill on mat delivery. Now we've got, let's go a very light red then. So we're going to go from here to Swan Hill is over here. That was our stop there. Yep, that all looks fine to me. That looks fine to me. Down here, we want you in platform 6 way out there. And over here in there, that seems fine. Let's just get this view so we can upgrade some of their streets for them. Why are you not taking the bus lane, dude? Can we control traffic lights yet? We still can't control traffic lights. Now, this is our Conmat truck. Let's get 5 of them. We had a light red going on to... Oh goodness, that is a lot of lines around here. Onto the Sanctuary Point to Swan Hill. So now our Conmat construction, way up at this end of the map, this guy right here has now worked out to send some to Swan Hill. Not sending much to Sanctuary Point, which is interesting. Now, how's our bread production going here? It's found a little bit. Wonderful. That's wonderful. Man, Sanctuary Point wants everything. Okay, I think we... oh, a new farm. Yarrawonga Farm. Where is that? In there. It's not really close to our distillery here, though. And our distillery is doing pretty good as it is. So let's just leave that. This line now struggling with the extra distance they have to go. So the way we're going to resolve that is, remember we said how we could bring food back down here to send into, say, Yarrawonga? That's exactly what we're going to do. Let's get ourselves a truck station. Oops. Right in here next to the train station. Now we'll configure this. Oh, we can't have anything on this side. That is not what we want. We'll want one platform on the left then. Because we would definitely want the ability to add some storage on here. Then let's get a cute little road around the corner there. Doesn't need markings. Oh, hello, shadow of birds. And then we'll upgrade this section into the city to be a bit faster. Now there are two ways we could do this. We could bring our existing bread over here, or we can just take this new bread straight in. Which truck stop is it? Down here is where we drop. Look at all these new ships, new carriages. Okay, so this guy down here. So I think what we're gonna do is bring this road down here. We're gonna use the same depot, but we're not going to let's upgrade some of these streets. Ooh, closure. Let's just wait a moment to look at that. And you can stay on a not very good road down there. So this will be Parks. Oh, what do we want to call this? Parks alcohol food to Yarrawonga food delivery. You're going from there to there. Let's make you orange, dark orange. That all seems reasonable to me. At Parks East, we're going to tell them to wait for a full load for a while. And then some of these trucks, they're not even upgraded yet. Some of them, should we say all of them? No, let's just take most of them. We'll upgrade all of them though. Upgrade all to this bigger, better type. And then take 3 of them over onto the other line over here. Now let's grab that other line. Manage vehicles. Color you all orange. So that will be good. That will mean we need to bring less food over. So let's get rid of some of these vehicles. Because we're trying to get the game to send them this way. And then over here, this line, manage. At Parks, we want load, alcohol, unload everything. That's good. At Mittagong, we want to say load bread, unload everything. And so that we don't get bread being sent from there over through here, our trucks, we're going to say at Mittagong Central, which is this one, just load grain. So they don't pick up bread from here. Okay, so we've started getting bread out on the platform. That's wonderful. So that will start bringing bread down here now to this line. Then we're just going to need to keep an eye over here, that we don't start getting too much sent down there. And our ship line here, manage line, Mittagong, no stopping there anymore. Just go this way. I think that's a fairly productive period. Oh, this was the plastic plant that was closing down. That's fine. I'm not concerned about plastic yet. Look at all this grain though. These are Voltron's towboat. We just saw we got a whole bunch of new ships. Ooh, a new sawmill. What's the capacity on these guys? 175. Axle P 220. 30 kilometers an hour. He's going 20. So this is a little bit faster. Higher capacity. Let's do it. And while we're here, let's just add 2 more ships. Just because they've got another stop to make now. Do we need more trucks doing this journey? It's because I'm seeing a lot build up here. And that train not leaving full. Then we get a period like this. Where wait, why are you picking things up from there? Load nothing here. I think some of these trucks are being sneaky and bringing food back and putting it on these ships to send around. You sneaky buggers. So does that mean this is getting its... like it's worked out, has to send 300 down there. Yep. We're getting queuing here? We are getting queuing here. This was one of the things I mentioned in the very first episode, where, because we've increased these so much, a single line can no longer handle everything that can be produced at one of these locations. So I've just paused. We're going to add a new cargo station here. New cargo dock, new landing. And down here, parks, we are going to dock outside navigable waters. Okay, well, outside okay. Oh. It won't let me put it anywhere. Let's just cut out a hole here then. Thank you. Thank you. And then let's smooth this back again. Let's smooth. I think we need to smooth this end. Don't know what went on there. Okay, so now we've got a second line. So manage line. This first one we're gonna call nothing, because that's the wrong line. This line up here we want, which we're gonna call Melton to Parks Food 1. And a new line, Melton to Parks Food 2. And they're going to do exactly the same thing, just in a slightly different order. We need to add a new port at Mittagong as well. So Melton, Parks, Mittagong. Line 2 is going to go Melton Mittagong Parks. It needs a different color. Let's go with a bright yellow. Still not different enough. A dark yellow. That is different enough. Here at Mittagong, I'm going to change this platform of the other boat to go around. Up here in Melton, that looks fine. This is fine. Down here is fine. Alright, so now on our original line, oops, we want to get our vehicles. 13. Let's just take 4 for the moment. Put them onto line 2. Because we want this to be shared between the two locations. So we look here, we can see some going onto both lines, and our ships up here will hopefully queue less. We still do have a lot of bread here. We've only got 4 very old boats on there. Very old boats. Let's get 4 much more upgraded boats. And you... lots delayed coming in here. Why are you not in the bus lane? Why are there so many cars? Why would they go through the city and not around here? Is it that segment there? Okay, let's... nothing's there now. Let's pause. Let's delete that. Oh, hit by an autosave. Delete that. We need a bigger road through here. And you won't do. What if we do that? You still won't do. This really doesn't want this to go in. There we go. Now you come around there. You connect over to there. Then we've got to put our port back in. This guy was just a single dock. Okay, I'm gonna like this line is fine. If we press play for a moment. Oh, it's because we didn't connect in the arms again. Well, there's your problem. Okay, let's get a little road around there like so. A little road around this side like so. We can now control the traffic lights. Finally. Press play. Get rid of all of these traffic lights that the game feels is necessary. When did we get that? 1950 maybe. All of these gone. I mean, some of them we may need to put back. Just on our very busy intersections. But for now, we can get rid of most of them. Get rid of you. Get rid of you and you. Over here, there's none there. Get rid of all of these. Oh, there's so many. This is satisfying to not have them anymore. Okay, they are all off. Okay, you don't need traffic lights. Nothing down this main road needs traffic lights. None of you all. None of these. None of all of these. Ah, so wonderful. Probably over here as well. Look at them all. There we go. Is there any other towns we've been in? I don't remember. But when we find them later, we will de-traffic light them. Okay, so it was over here we were having issues in Sanctuary Point. All of our trucks. Like, what are you doing, dude? Why are you not... Can I put a waypoint there? You know what? We're just going to tell you have to stop there. Just to force you in that lane because you're being so silly going in the other lane. Why is everyone going through the city rather than on this bypass road? Because the game... Did the game add this in? I think the game added that road in. Which is not something that we want. Okay, so we're trying to get a lot of food over here now with less trucks. And these trucks got a little bit of food. Have you worked out where you're sending yet? How are you sending to Sanctuary Point? I think we're just gonna have to say this line. You are a goner. Manage line. Remove. Delete. So that line is now kaput. This truck will keep delivering these, but our food from over here, gone. New chemical plant. That's why we weren't concerned about the one before. We've got more cars using our ring road here. That's good. Alright, now that has to have driven up demand for... Look at this 91 shooting up. And our grain train here on his way in. Next time we'll have to look at upgrading our trains to the newer models. How much? 41 alcohol you've got there, hey? Oh, they've already had one upgrade. This one hasn't yet. Some new planes. There's a whole bunch of new upgrades we'll get to look at next time. That'll be convenient to deliver just to there. Maybe add another platform out here. That's a lot of tools. How are you running at a loss? Well, over here, we may as well give it the upgraded ones. There we go. Alright, colour that green. So not a lot more capacity, but a little bit more. And let's stop this train on his way in. What are their speeds? 45. Like 184 capacity. 184 will probably be hard to get back up to. Okay, 182. Like I'm trying to keep them around the 50 km/h mark. 156. So there's both a little bit smaller. And we need that a little bit darker. Does that mean that this is seemingly doing pretty good? Down here we've got a lot of okay, we obviously forgot to upgrade this guy at any point. Because that's a lot of steel that was sitting there. And the other line is this guy. Up here on his way. Okay. We're not going to get too into... Oh, our cherry farm is shutting down. In 10 days. Let's watch it go out of existence at the end of the episode. Thank you very much, everyone, for stopping by today. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. Bye! If you have, do consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. It does help out a lot. Otherwise, I'll catch you all next time. And we'll see what grows in this cherry farm spot. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.